I remember when we did that kind of discovery process. I don't know if that's the right term I'm using for it, but we were doing it with Joe. Joe and I were doing it with you, and we went back through childhood. And I think it was it Gates, or what were the
Yeah,
terms?
pivot points.
Pivot
Yeah.
points, where it was like, remember a time when you felt the first time you felt X, Y, or Z, or the first time you had this experience. And I remember both we had the maps, and you had this papers up of like actually like time coding where in our childhoods and adolescence and even college life certain things happened that were very meaningful for both of us, on our different tracks, but that maybe we didn't realize were as meaningful as they were, because we did something as a kid that actually showed us, either taught us maybe a fear, or sent us maybe a bit of the wrong direction potentially, but God can use that for good. Or we discovered we had this ability. It's like the kid who goes on stage the first time in musical theater as a little kid and sings their heart out, and they never forget how the way they felt on that stage. And that's the kid who later on says, I felt I was born for the stage. I just loved anytime I got on the stage or I acted, I loved it. Or the kid who, for the first time, they got to, paint with certain paints or create certain things, and they just felt so affirmed because they had a talent for it. And people said, what a great drawing. There's these certain moments, especially around our talents, and then also around our fears, some of our maybe other even hangups, where they help define the way that we see ourselves.
Absolutely.
And that has a huge influence on the choices that we make later on, whether we realize it or not.